My Choptima is up for its annual service, so it's a perfect time to talk about the annual service for the Choptima CM. So this is our service kit. So a lot of O-rings are involved here. A lot of things get replaced during the annual service. Something that's important to note is that this is supposed to be done every year. Some feedback I get is, well, I don't want to send it in and pay for a service because it works right now. It's like, well, duh, that's the whole point. Service it when it works. Otherwise, it's going to break, maybe underwater. That's not ideal. So, we've got all of our components here, and you can see every O-ring in the system gets changed. So O-rings inside the counterlungs, O-rings outside the counterlungs. We've got all the O-rings and flat seals for our head, service kit for the first stage oxygen regulator, the solenoid, our oxygen solenoid supply hose, ADV, DSV, and new loop hoses. Now, this service should be done by a factory authorized service technician. I am a factory authorized service technician, or you could just send it in to Dive Right headquarters in Florida. Now, replacing all these components is one part of the process. The other part is testing to ensure that all the components were replaced properly. Something that gets overlooked often is as the service tech is replacing components, they're also inspecting things. So you can see we don't replace the counterlungs every year. We don't replace the head every year. However, those are things that can wear and can break, and that's something the service tech's going to look at and may advise that we go ahead and replace some of those components. When it comes to the DSV in particular, we've got components to change out here. The mushroom valves are missing because I already stole them out of this kit to replace something else. But we replaced the mushroom valves, the mouthpiece, the O-rings, the clips, the zip tie, all the components inside this, as well as lube it up. And the DSV is something that every user should feel comfortable taking apart in order to replace their mushroom valves if they fail, as well as lube it. So Dive Right has a video on how to lube the DSV, because after about 20 or 30 hours, it starts to get pretty sticky and stiff, and we don't want that. We want a clean motion here. So in between your annual service intervals, it's totally appropriate to follow manufacturer instructions, pop this apart, get it lubed up, and that way you've got a nice smooth action on your DSV. And if you've got questions or concerns about that, you've got the reference video, or you can reach out to your instructor. So we've got 3 parts. Replacing the bits, testing things, and looking for opportunities for upgrades or other failures that may happen. And as we can see here, it's a pretty involved process. It takes me a couple of hours to service my unit, and I'm going to get started with that. If you've got questions about servicing your unit, give me a holler, and thanks for watching.